2,000 years ago. In Jerusalem, a historical moment unfolded that would change the world forever. This is the story of Jesus' crucifixion, as told in the Gospel of John, a story of sacrifice, love, and redemption. It was early morning. Jesus had been arrested and brought before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. The religious leaders accused Jesus of claiming to be the king of the Jews, a challenge to Roman authority. Pilate questioned Jesus, asking, "Are you the king of the Jews?" But Jesus replied, "My kingdom is not of this world." Pilate found no reason to charge him, but the crowd was relentless. They demanded Jesus be crucified. Hoping to satisfy the crowd, Pilate had Jesus brutally beaten. Soldiers mocked him, placed a crown of thorns on his head, and draped him in a purple robe. "Hail, King of the Jews," they jeered. But even after this, the people cried out, "Crucify him." And so Pilate gave in. Jesus, weak from the flogging, carried his cross through the streets of Jerusalem. The place of execution was called Golgotha, meaning the place of the skull. As the sun climbed higher, people watched, some weeping, others shouting. Jesus moved forward, step by agonizing step. At Golgotha, Jesus was nailed to the cross, his hands and feet pierced with iron spikes. On either side of him were two criminals, also crucified. Above Jesus' head, a sign read, "Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews." As he hung there, soldiers gambled for his clothes. Some in the crowd mocked him. "If you are the Son of God, save yourself." But Jesus, looking down at the people, spoke words of love. "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." As Jesus suffered, he saw his mother Mary and his disciple John. Even in his pain, he cared for them. "Woman, here is your son," he said to Mary, and to John, "Here is your mother." Time passed. The sky darkened. Jesus, knowing his mission was complete, said, "I am thirsty." A soldier lifted a sponge soaked in sour wine to his lips. Then Jesus spoke his final words, "It is finished." And with that, he bowed his head and took his last breath. At the moment Jesus died, the earth shook. The temple curtain separating the people from the presence of God tore in two. A Roman centurion, witnessing it all, said, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Later, Jesus' body was taken down and placed in a tomb, sealed with a large stone. It seemed like the end. But in just 3 days, something miraculous would happen. Jesus' death was not just a tragedy, it was the greatest act of love. He gave his life so that all people could be forgiven and have a new beginning. But this story doesn't end here. Stay with us as we uncover what happened next, when death itself was defeated. Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the Bible.